Once upon a moonlit night in the lush hills of Jamaica, there stood the magnificent Surmise Estate. This grand plantation had been home to generations of the esteemed Thompson family, known for their wealth, kindness, and deep connection to the island. The house, a stunning colonial mansion with white columns, was the jewel of the region. One fateful evening, as a tropical storm raged outside, a group of local workers gathered in the servants' quarters. They exchanged stories of the supernatural to ward off the unease that always settled in during such tempestuous nights. An old man, known as Uncle Ben, began his tale. He spoke of a vengeful spirit that haunted Surmise Estate. The spirit, he said, was that of Mabel Thompson, a young woman who had tragically died years ago. Mabel was the daughter of the estate's owner, John Thompson. She was known for her unmatched beauty and kind heart. Her life seemed perfect until she fell in love with a humble fisherman from the nearby village, a man named Samuel. Samuel was a good man, but John Thompson was opposed to their love and forbade their union. He saw Samuel as unworthy of his daughter. Defying her father's wishes, Mabel and Samuel continued their secret love affair, meeting in the moonlit garden behind the mansion. But their happiness was short-lived. One stormy night, as Mabel waited for Samuel in the garden, a bolt of lightning struck her, killing her instantly. Her death was seen as a terrible omen, and the whole island mourned her passing. Uncle Ben continued, "It is said that Mabel's spirit still wanders the halls of Surmise Estate, searching for her beloved Samuel. She appears as a radiant and otherworldly figure, her beauty untouched by death. But beware, for her heart is filled with anger and sorrow, and anyone who encounters her is doomed to share her eternal agony." The workers shivered as the storm outside intensified. Their imaginations ran wild, and they couldn't help but glance at the dark windows and creaking floorboards. The following day, the storm had passed, and the workers resumed their tasks around the estate. It was business as usual until strange occurrences began to disturb their daily routines. Tools vanished, strange noises echoed through the hallways, and eerie whispers filled the air. The workers grew fearful and avoided the garden, believing that Mabel's ghost roamed the estate. One evening, as the sun set over the sea, a young gardener named Aiden ventured into the garden to retrieve a forgotten tool. As he approached the moonlit garden, he saw a figure in a flowing white dress. Aiden's heart raced as he recognized Mabel's ghostly form. She was as beautiful as the stories had described, but her eyes held a deep sadness. With a mournful voice, Mabel spoke. "Samuel, is that you?" Aiden, trembling, replied, "No, ma'am, I'm not Samuel." Mabel's expression twisted with sorrow, and she began to weep. "I've waited so long for him to return. He promised he would." Aiden, overcome with compassion, said, "I can try to find Samuel for you. I can't bear to see you suffer." Mabel nodded, her ethereal form fading into the night. Aiden kept his promise and searched for Samuel in the village. He eventually found him, now an elderly man. Samuel had never married, for he had never forgotten Mabel. With a heavy heart, Samuel returned to Surmise Estate. When Mabel saw Samuel again, her spirit began to glow with a radiant light. The two lovers embraced, and her ghostly form transformed into a peaceful and contented one. The workers, who had watched the reunion in awe, no longer feared the haunting of Surmise Estate. The love that had transcended death had finally found its peace, and Mabel's spirit, once vengeful, was now at rest. From that day forward, the legend of Mabel and Samuel's love was told throughout the island as a reminder of the enduring power of true love and the importance of keeping promises, even beyond the grave. Surmise Estate stood as a testament to their eternal bond, and Mabel's ghost was never seen again, her spirit finally at peace.